yeah, yeah. I hustle harder than you. I hustle harder than you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hustle harder than you. I hustle harder than you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You be chillin' no day with your boo. Chillin' no day with your boo. I been on that mad hustle all day. I been on that mad hustle all day. I got to get paid. I got to get paid. I'm on the way. I'm on the mad hustle all day. Day. Yeah. What else can I say? I'm here to. What's up? What's up? Welcome back, my YouTube folks. Welcome back to the Ink Hustle with Jess Campos. Today, I want to discuss a little bit about myself, how I come to be an artist. Growing up, man, I was a little bit on my own, you know, like I had no direction. No one was directing me anywhere. So I grabbed interest in art, you know. I started looking at my brother's magazines and books and that shit they had laying around. And I started snooping around their shit. And I noticed I got interested in the stuff I saw in their magazines. There was like the Teen Angels magazine. You guys from the Chicano Lifeline, you know what I mean, lifestyle. You guys could see that, you know, back in the day they had the little Chicano magazines that the prison artwork was coming out into the light, you know what I mean, showing to the streets. And I used to draw those little cartoon characters, little cholos and the little designs and the little gangbanging shit. I used to scribble those things on paper and sketch them. From there on, I moved on to like cartoons, the Turtles, the Ninja Turtles, the Spider-Mans, the Bart Simpsons, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Comic book characters. From there on, I kept going with the Chicano lifestyle, you know, the West Coast, you know, California lifestyle. And then from there on, I started doing like almost like prison type of artwork, you know what I mean? The pinup girls, the cholo faces, praying hands, you know, all that crazy stuff, all the saints, you know, the religious artwork. I was into all of that since I was a little kid, man. So growing up in my lifestyle, man, getting caught up, going into jail and getting tattoos in jail, you know what I mean? Tattooing people in jail, all of that stuff, man. I being in there 5 years, you know, I kept training my hands. I kept working at my skill of becoming an artist. You know, I was interested in airbrushing before I got locked up. I was interested in doing some kind of airbrush art. Getting locked up, man, all I had on me was sketch time, drawing time, you know what I mean? It's plenty of time. So getting caught up and doing time, you know, I invested all this time into art, and it's always been part of my life. No matter where I go, where I be, it's always gonna be part of me, man. Tattooing, art in general. I love everything, man, everything. So if you follow my path, man, you follow me up on this. It wasn't easy, man. Doing the time, doing the crime, all that stuff, man, it wasn't easy. I started, you know, thinking that when I go home, I have no future for myself. So I started learning tattooing in there. I started tattooing all kinds of inmates. And even to this day, people ask me, well, how did you learn tattooing? Did you start practicing on, what do you practice on? You know, practice on inmates, you know, that's how I practice, you know. It's free skin right there. You can fuck them up, they don't care. It's okay, they'll pay you cheap anyway if they do. But in reality, man, it was a big step to learn a skill, man. See, I had to teach myself something. I taught myself how to tattoo. Getting out into the street, into the world, facing my neighbors and family and everybody around me, they all knew that I was tattooing, so they all wanted something, you know. They wanted a little tattoo from me, or, you know, they wanted to get a tattoo, and I was there to do it, man. And the weekends, during my off days, you know, I was tattooing people all the time, even on my off days, man. But you know what? I was doing it low, balling it cheap. I was doing cheap work, you know. And even when I started, man, I don't think my work was so terrible. Maybe my shading was, honestly, but everybody knew that I had good outline. I mean, I've been practicing for years and years, and then I switched to tattooing. After that, you know, everything became more legit, you know. I started pursuing a career in the shop, you know. It became more serious to me. I started working construction jobs, dead end. All these jobs had dead ends for me. They were not taking me anywhere. I can get into a construction company and they wouldn't move me up the ladder. I spent years working for companies and they never moved me up. Moved me up $1, a year. I've been there for 2 years. They moved me up 99 cents. Come on now. No, I couldn't do that. So I started seeking, professional work. I started putting all my work out there. So I've been tattooing for the last 7 years professionally in shops. And you know what? I put myself here. I never got an apprenticeship. I think I went in and I went at it the slow route. The slow route was doing it on your own. It takes a lot to learn on your own, man. You kind of never get those in right. You kind of never get the right technique. Someone's got to show you. The people that show you, they show you because they learned that technique from others. Most of the time they learn it through years and years of a handed down technique that's been handed down throughout generations. Me, I did it on my own, but then again, it took years and years. It just takes too damn long. Don't do it that way, man. Seek an apprenticeship. My advice to you is that if you want to learn tattooing, learn the right way is to go get an apprenticeship from an artist who's willing to teach you. Do that, man. Because if you do it my way, you're never gonna get it right. And if you do, good thing. If you do get it right, well, you're a bad motherfucker, man. Because it takes a lot of time, a lot of frustration. You're on your own, man. You're on your fucking own. So do it right, man. Go get an apprenticeship if you want to start tattooing. So there it is. You want to get into the business, do the right thing, man. You'll waste too much time doing it on your own. If there's no one else out there to teach you, man, well, just take time, man. There's a lot of content out there in the network and the internet that'll show you little steps here and there, what to do next, how to do something, how to use something, how to build something, how to put everything together, So start using your mind, find content that helps you, but also, first off, find someone that's gonna teach you, man. If it's a friend or someone that is out there in a company or in a shop that's gonna willing to teach you, man, go for it, man. Because if you wore them out in the way I went about it, man, it just takes too many years. You could do it right on your own. It takes a lot of skill and it takes a lot of guts, man. It takes a lot of guts to go out and about it on your own, So that's what I did. The reason I did it that way, for some reason, I just wanted to have the audacity to say that I did it on my own. I don't owe anyone a favor, I don't know anybody a favor. I did it all by myself, But then again, there's the struggle right behind me, man. I wear a big cape that says I fucking struggled through this. All right, man? So take care, peep game. Make up your mind what you want to do. And hasta la vista. See you on the next episode. And how to tattoo people, how to do it the right way, how to be a tattoo artist. All right?
Yo, be chillin', no, they was your chillin', no, they was your I been on that hustle all day. I been on that hustle all day. I got to get paid. I'm on the way. I'm on the man. Hustle all day. Yo, what else can I say? I'm here to stay. Another day. Got to get paid.